All right, unit circle. Okay. So the unit circle, when it was taught to me, I couldn't understand it. I had no freaking clue. So I wanted to make something that's really complicated. And that's going to be this circle, okay? Unit circle, the final circle. I want to get us there by doing two easier circles, and then we kind of take this circle and put it inside this circle, and we come up with the unit circle, okay? And then we're going to be able to do problems like these, okay? Without a calculator, okay? And so on that state test, they have those problems without a calculator, and that's why we're really focused on this, okay? All right, so let's start. So we start with breaking up the unit circle into, 90, 180, 270, and 360. Yeah. Okay? And then we also want to understand radians at the same time. The whole key to the unit circle is understanding both radians and degrees. Okay? And then we take that into SOHCAHTOA. Alright? So we want to be able to label radians. So the first part of the radians is 180, right? Because we know that 180 is pi. Okay? So I know that 180 is pi. So if this is pi, then this must be 2 pi. Does that make sense? Because there's 2 180s in 360. Right? Does that make sense? Okay? Because that's huge. This is one piece to make pi, and this is one piece to make 2 pi. Okay? Alright, so kind of like to look at it like true love would be a half and a half to make a whole, right? You make one whole, and that's the representation of the circle. Yeah. Okay, and it takes 2 to complete it. Okay, so let's break down this pi, and so we break it down with the green. So we're actually breaking this down too, right? This one and this one. And we're saying that this is a piece. And at this piece, it's 45 degrees. Right? Because we cut 90 in half. And so therefore, if this is 45, 90, this would be 135, right? And then you add 45 to 135 and we get 180. And then you add 45 to 180 and you get 225 degrees. Okay? Then you add 45 to 225 and you get 270. And you add 45 to that and you get 315. Does everyone follow me so far? As far as like degrees. So degrees seems pretty easy. What's hard is the radians. I never understood them when I was your age. And I started teaching and I was like, this is really easy. All the radians is doing is it's breaking the pi up. This piece of pi. Now remember, we're talking about a piece of pie that looks like this. Right? We're talking about a piece of pie that's a half of a circle, not a whole circle. Okay? And we're breaking that up into 4 pieces. Okay? And so then this piece would be 1 piece of pie over 4. It's 1 out of 4. Does that make sense? And then so this piece would be how many? So 1, 2. So this is 2 pi over 4. And this would be So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3 pi over 4. And this would be 4 pi over 4. And that's, we get back to, sorry about that, and we get back to pi. Because 4 divided by 4 is pi, right? It's 1. Does that make sense? But as we keep going, then we have more pieces, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 5. So this is 5 pi over 4. A lot of people think 8, right? Because now you're doing it out of 8. But no, we're still doing it out of 4. So this is actually 5 pieces out of 4. So it's bigger than 180, right? It's bigger than just pi. Does that make sense? Bigger than pi. Alright? So this would be, this is 5, this is 6. So we have 6 pi over 4. Seven pi over 4. What would this one be? Huh? Yeah, but if we continued in that counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 pi over 4, right? Which is 2 pi, right? Because 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay? And so this is the start. It's just the start. But we have to understand that it's cut up into pieces. Okay? Next part. So this is cut up into pieces. Okay? And it's 30 degrees. Remember, for a 30, 60, 90 triangle, so I have two major triangles, 30, 60, 90, and 45, 45. Right? Okay. So 30, 60, 90, 30 plus 90.
120.
Okay. 120, 150. Everyone see that? 180. 210. 240. 270. 300. Plus 30. 330. Okay. And 360.
Calcium.
Now, remember, this is pi, right? And this is 2 pi. Okay? But how many pieces is this? Now, how many pieces in that half circle did we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So this would be one piece out of 6. So this would be 1 pi, right? Out of 6. This would be 2 pi out of 6. This would be 3 pi out of 6. This would be 4 pi out of 6. 5 pi out of 6. 6 pi out of 6.